Prime and Reloaded here. We just want to continue on with our series of reloading on a budget. So let's get started here. What I want to talk about today is converting brass that we might have available. We might have abundance of it available to us at a discounted price into a caliber or a cartridge that we presently need, and we might the cost might be higher than what it would be to get the mother brass, what I call the mother brass. In this case, a 308. I have acquired quite a bit of 308 in the past. I don't presently shoot 308, but I do have a significant amount of loaded and unloaded ammunition for 308. I plan on acquiring an AR-10 here in the near future, but presently I don't. So I do shoot 243, and 243 as I use that brass up, because you know, normally depends on how hot you load your load. You can get 5 to 7 times out of a cartridge, and it depends on the design of the cartridge also. But as you use it up, your necks will start splitting and you start having other failure rates. I take my 308 and I neck it down. I just I lube it up well internally and externally, and I push it through my 243 die, and I actually neck down the 30 caliber neck to a 24 caliber or 6 millimeter. So saving me quite a bit of money, because the 308 being a NATO round or being a military round is readily available at a very discounted price, where the 243, of course, is a manufactured brass from Winchester and other manufacturers, but primarily from Winchester. So anyway, it saves me quite a bit of money to do that. Here we have a 223 or 5.56, again a military round, and there's been many different calibers and cartridges based off the 223. And what I use it for is I can buy these once fired cases for around a penny a piece. And even if you do a lot of shopping and even check on different areas, you might even get it cheaper than that. But a penny a piece. But this is a 300 blackout, and it originated. This is actually one. If you read the bottom of that shell, it says 223 on it. This is one that's been cut off and sized in a 300 blackout die to create a 300 blackout. Now, to buy blackout brass, they're about 3 cents a piece. So you got 3 times the expense there. And sure, with one cartridge, what's 3 cents? But you start multiplying it times hundreds, sooner or later it starts really adding up. And again, availability. You always keep that in mind. Even though right now 300 blackout is available, you can buy it from many different suppliers. Someday it might not be available. We're going to have another video based on just that idea itself, is pure availability. This is a 300 Savage, and it has been 250 Savage is one of the calibers I don't have here, but it is one that's been derived from the 300. This is a 22-250, which comes from the 250 Savage. So it started at 300, went to 250, went to 22-250. So again, I call this a mother brass, but you see that you can have a abundance of one caliber that you can manufacture other calibers out of it. .6 being an X, used to be a military round, no longer, but I shoot .6, and there's a lot of .6 brass out there. Probably what I find the most of when I go brass hunting is 30-06 and 223. Again, it being a 30 caliber bullet, anything smaller than 30 caliber, in this case a 270, you can manufacture 270 out of a 30-06. Another one you can manufacture as, I don't have here as an example, I wish I did, but it's a 25-06. So you go from 25 caliber down to 30 caliber down to 25 caliber. So just for the examples that I presently use here, that we work with. Um, there's other ones out there. You know what your situation is, what you need to reload to fulfill your needs, and everybody's different. Get your books out, no matter what the manufacturer is, but in your books they'll tell you, reloading manuals will tell you, show you all the different calibers that come from a one, basically what I say a mother caliber, and quite possible you might have an old military or an old rifle that you've inherited from your dad or your grandpa. I've got a couple that might be kind of an oddball. The factories have backed away from it due to its usage, and you can resurrect that firearm by finding a caliber that's close and doing some work to it and making you some usable brass because of it, by saving you extreme amount of money that way, because that odd brass is very expensive, and that's why I pick it all up and save it and use it for trading stock, if nothing else. So anyway, I hope this is helpful to you. Let me know what you think. You have a good day.